Ireland's Country is brought to you by enjoytravel.co.uk. Music and dancing holidays.
Hello there and welcome along to this week's Ireland's Country. I'm Brendan McGee.
And I'm Gerry Guthrie.
What are you doing here, Gerry Guthrie?
Well, I'm presenting the show instead of Mike.
Happy days. Well, of course, we're here in Ballina. We're here on the quay beside the River Moy. And of course, Gerry being from Ballina, he's going to show us the sights and sounds of this wonderful town here in County Mayo. And to kick us off, Gerry, you've got a great video to start us off.
We have. This is one that was really good to us a couple of years back, written by a guy called Peter McGeever from County Derry. This is called Second Hand Heart.
Here on Ireland's Country.
Tell me, darling, is there someone else sharing all my love? When I hold and kiss you, is it him you're thinking of? I've got this feeling deep inside and don't know what to do. Whereas all our love gone, where is me and you? There's no need to pretend you're still in love with me. Although it would break my heart, I will set you free. I want you here beside me, only if your love is true. Right now I feel the one I love loves somebody new. You know we were happy from the very start. When you said you loved me, I gave you my heart. And life we shared together, now we've drifted apart. What can I do with this second-hand heart? All the love that we had was not enough for you. The life we planned together, dreams that won't come true. You have found another, my world's fell apart. All that's left for me is to heal this broken heart. You know we were happy from the very start. When you said you loved me, I gave you my heart. And the life we shared together, now we've drifted apart. What can I do with this second-hand heart? Someday I'll get over you, this heart of mine will mend. And maybe one day I will fall in love again. Till then I'm free and single, not a worry or a care. 'Cause when love turns to heartache, the pain is hard to bear. You know we were happy from the very start. When you said you loved me, I gave you my heart. And life we've shared together, now we've drifted apart. What can I do with this second-hand heart? And life we shared together, now we've drifted apart. What can I do with this second-hand heart?
Well, Gerry, that was Second Hand Heart. As you said, that did really well for you on the Irish country music scene.
It did, Brendan. It was a song that broke a lot of ground for us as a band, a dance band. You know.
Talking of ground, this is your home ground here in Ballina. So tell us a little bit about the town where you grew up.
Well, behind me here you can see the famous River Moy there behind us, and St. Muirch's Cathedral. We're very lucky to have the Moy in Ballina. It's a huge, Ballina is the salmon fishing capital of Europe, I'm told.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not an expert on it now, but I meet people all the time here that come fishing. It wouldn't be rare to see Jack Charlton along here fishing. This is his favourite.
Does he still
place
come to Ballina?
He does. He has a house
Yeah.
just behind us here. He's got a house up there at home, and he fishes regularly here.
Wow, because I thought in the good old days he was here, so he still comes to Ballina.
He does. As a matter of fact, I'd be surprised if we didn't see him today somewhere around the place.
Well, it's just keep the fingers
crossed.
crossed.
I'll be ditched.
And then the town, of course, itself, it's a busy old spot, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a busy commercial town. You know, if you walk, it's like any small town, I suppose. It's it's built near the river. Obviously, the historical part of it is because the river was here. That's why we're here, you know.
Yeah.
But all around it, there's industry in all different parts of the town. But this is our natural amenity here, our river. It's a huge tourist draw for us.
Yeah.
It's the one thing we have that every other town doesn't have.
Of course,
is the River Moy. So
Yeah.
we're really lucky to have it.
And of course, then we're just at the bottom of Killala Bay here, and the river then flows on towards Foxford as well.
That's right.
So I'm sure there's fishing all along then.
There is surely, yeah. But all between here and Foxford is very famous for its fisheries. You go along to Mount Falcon, there's fisheries the whole way up the river there.
Right, okay. And I'm sure you were a model student at school too, were you?
Absolutely. Well, you can almost see my school in the background. Thank God it's well in the background. No, I enjoyed school. I went to school in Ballina, and the town schools here.
Yeah.
Started up in the convent.
Right.
Up at the top of the hill there, just beside my own home place, and I finished up in the Tech, which is just across the river here behind
Right.
me. But, great times. I had great times. So a lot of my childhood was spent around the river here.
That's great. And obviously a lot of friends you still have over the years as well.
Yeah, I have. In a small town like Ballina, you kind of everybody knows everybody. But
Yeah.
I'm very lucky. The street I come from, Lord Edward Street, back the other side of town there is a street where a tight-knit community, and everybody knows everyone, and my best
Great.
friends are.
I'm sure you get
back
great
there.
support too, do you?
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah, you need that as well. The
Yeah.
support that you get from your local people means more kind of than anything else that you get. It's great to have them on site.
Yeah. So you picked some videos on the program today, and you've picked one from Michael English for us.
Yeah, the next one is a Michael English song. It's a great old dancing tune. This is called Friday at the Dance.
Well, I've been dancing all my life, as long as I remember. My mom would teach us one by one to learn to dance together. Well, we got no pay and we got no job and we got no money in the bank. But Friday night at the stroke of 9, we'd all head to the dance. With a £1 note that I got from my mother, and chatting up one girl and eyeing up the other, talking about nothing but the change in the weather. Friday at the dance. With the boys on the left and the girls on the right, and Mum there in the middle, she'd ask us if we had no drink and swear it on the Bible. We'd stay all night till the cows came home, given half a chance. Nothing could compare to the people there Friday at the dance. With a £1 note that I got from my mother, and chatting up one girl and eyeing up the other, talking about nothing but the change in the weather. Friday at the dance. Well, how the time it passes by from one day to another. If I'd the chance to start again, I'd do the same all over. Well, we got no gold and we got no boats and we got no villa in France. But Friday night at the stroke of 9, we still head for the dance. With a £1 note that I got from my mother, and chatting up one girl and eyeing up the other, talking about nothing but the change in the weather. Friday at the dance. With a £1 note that I got from my mother, and chatting up one girl and eyeing up the other, talking about nothing but the change in the weather. Friday at the dance.
Michael English there, and Friday at the dance. There's kind of a bit of a connection between Michael English and yourself through a certain gentleman.
There is, yeah. The man that gave Michael his first break and wrote his first hit for him is my manager, a man called Henry McMahon, and he's a man that people will be familiar, if not with him, with his songs, because he's written songs for nearly everybody you could think of in our scene.
And of course, for people watching as well, Henry was the band leader with Big Tom and the Mainliners.
Yeah, he was, still is, still there playing the sax and goes out with the Mainliners every time they go out and loves it.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Well, listen, we're just here on Lord Edward Street, which is where you were born and reared.
Yeah, this is where I was reared, here right behind me. This is the street that I walk to school every day with my buddy who just lives across the road there, and this is where we got into trouble all our lives.
So things haven't changed
No,
yet.
I'm still in trouble. This is it, behind us here. It's as you can see, it's a street. It's a normal street, tight-knit community. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah, and this leads out to Cross Ballina.
It does. This is the main Cross Ballina road out of town.
All right, okay. Now, I know you're into your country music and you appreciate good singers, and the next guy, a fella called Matt Levy, I'm sure you really appreciate what he does.
I do, absolutely, and I was lucky enough to get to tour alongside with Matt. We did a show along with Sandy Kelly quite a few years ago. I was the guitar player in the band at the time.
Right.
And Matt was playing the part or singing the songs of the great Jim Reeves and Glenn Campbell, and he blew me away. He's a great singer.
All right, well, here's Matt Levy and Let's Fall Apart here on Ireland's Country.
All together now, let's fall apart.
Lips, are you ready to tremble? Hands, are you ready to shake? Eyes, get ready to cry. Heart, get ready to break. Here she comes now, she's getting closer. Is everyone ready to start? All together now, let's fall apart. Nerves, you be going to pieces. Tears, you'll run down my face. Head, you'll be spinning around. It's time, everyone take your place. We're all in this thing together. My body, my mind, and my heart. All together now, let's fall apart. I couldn't keep her from leaving, though I tried. Oh Lord, how I tried. But she fell in love with somebody new. I guess it's him by her side. Here she comes now, she's getting closer. Does everyone remember your part? All together now, let's fall apart. All together now, let's fall apart.
Welcome back to part 2 of today's Ireland's Country. Of course, we're here in Ballina in County Mayo with our guest presenter, Gerry Guthrie. I think you're doing a great job so far, Gerry, by
Thanks.
the way.
Any chance of a job?
Are you cheap?
No, never cheap.
Listen, we were in Lord Edward Street there in the last part of the show, and you told us about that's where you grew up. And what's the significance of this building here behind us?
Well, behind me here is the first national school I went to. It was called Scollisa and then it's called Scollisa now. And many's a happy day was had there in the yard.
Okay. This is Convent Hill, you were saying.
This is the Convent Hill in Ballina. As you could see from our journey up, it's only a stone's throw from where I was reared. So it was all, I had it handy, you know.
Jeez, you did.
I didn't get too wet going to school anymore. That was for sure.
That's why you've no wrinkles.
Getting there.
There's music in the family as well, because of course Stuart Moyles, Trevor Moyles, Jason Moyles, they're all first cousins of yours, aren't they?
That's right, yeah. We're first cousins on my mum's side.
Right.
And all the boys have always been in music. In different forms, they had groups and bands, and they're all doing their own thing now and doing really well at it.
Oh, that's brilliant. And actually, here's Stuart. It's his brand new release. It's one called You Ain't Going Nowhere, and it's a great video here on Ireland's Country.
Clouds are swift, the rain won't lift. Gates closed and the railings froze. Get your mind off winter time. You ain't going nowhere. Ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Morning came and the morning went. Pick up your money and pack up your tent, 'cause you ain't going nowhere. Ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Buy me a flute and a gun that shoots, tailgates and substitutes. Strap yourself to a tree with roots. You ain't going nowhere. Ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Could not keep all his kings supplied with sleep. We found that hill no matter how steep, but when we come up to it, yeah. Ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Ooh-wee, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair?
Stuart Moyles there, of course, and his brand new video. We wish your cousin well with that.
Absolutely, it's a brilliant video, isn't
It is indeed. And we're here on the main drag in Ballina, Gerry.
We are, yeah. This is Pearse Street in Ballina, is known locally, I suppose, as Main Street.
Right, okay.
And as you can see, it's quite busy. It's a fairly normal weekday here in Ballina. We're lucky to have a busy town.
Bustling, thriving place.
Absolutely, and there's loads of work done on the place. You can see behind us all the trees and
Yeah,
the
it's
flowers.
lovely, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. We're really lucky to have it.
Yeah. The next video, there's a connection as well between your band and this man, Ray Lynham.
There is, yeah. Like anybody that knows anything about country music in Ireland is a fan of Ray Lynham, and the Hillbillies, of course. They were the original country band in Ireland, weren't they? You know, and I'm lucky to have one of the original Hillbillies playing in my band all the time now. A guy called Billy Condon. He's a fiddle player and a super one. He's really, really great.
And he features in this video. It's Ray Lynham and Back in Love by Monday here on Ireland's Country.
We can call Mrs. Johnson to keep the kids a day or two. Take the early flight to London, like the way we used to do. Have room service, bring us breakfast, make love all through the day. We're not back in love by Monday. We can go our separate ways. If we're not back in love by Monday, we can't say we didn't try. But before we bury our love, let's make sure we let it die. Sleep a few more nights together, say the things we used to say. We're not back in love can find that little cafe with the funny sound they make. Get the table by the window. I'll say I love you once again. And if the violin player's still there, we'll dance until the break of day. If we're not back in love by Monday, we can go our separate ways. If we're not back in love by Monday, we can say we didn't try. But before we bury our love, let's make sure we let it die. Sleep a few more nights together, say the things we used to say. If we're not back in love by Monday, we can go our separate ways.
Back in Love by Monday there from Ray Lynham, and you're a big fan of that, man.
Absolutely, yeah, pure country, great
and
stuff.
Jerry, it's hard to believe you told us about a garden here at the back of the museum, the Jackie Clark collection here in Ballina, and this is just like an oasis in the middle of the town.
Yeah, well, you could look over that wall there and you're onto the main street,
yeah.
And we have this right here. Right, just you know, it's amazing. This is the museum in the town here. It's the Jackie Clark collection.
Because we're talking to Edel Golden there, the manager, and she was just telling us one man, 100,000 items, and 400 years of Irish history.
Yeah.
And they basically housed everything in the museum here.
They have. This is the old provincial bank. It was the bank originally in Ballina, and they've taken it on and they've turned it into this wonderful.
And of course, he was a local man, Jackie.
He was O'Rahilly Street there, and I've been told that he collected all this historical memorabilia and had it upstairs over the family fish shop.
Right.
And that nobody really knew how much stuff he had. They knew he was interested in history, but they didn't realise that he had a museum full of stuff in his house.
God.
Isn't it fascinating?
Yeah. You're into brass instruments in a big way, aren't you? You like the
sound
of brass.
Well, what we do, you know, we're a dance band touring the country, and I think like the foundation of that is it's the show bands, really, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Going back to the Brendan Boyers and the Mainliners and all those people, and I've used brass on quite a number of the tracks that did well for us. Yeah. And I've been lucky enough to have the Mainliners playing the brass on it.
That's class, isn't
on
it?
all those brassy tracks we did. So the next people that we're going to hear are a big influence on that, I think. You know?
Of course, Keith and Lorraine, two great exponents on brass instruments.
They're phenomenal, and singers as well. You know, I just think what they do is brilliant as a family.
Anyway, here's Keith and Lorraine, and back in yesterday here on Ireland's Country. Welcome back to part 3 of today's Ireland's Country, a special show from Ballina with my new co-presenter, Gerry Guthrie. Don't tell Mike I said that.
That'll work.
A building of high renown behind us here, Gerry, and a very imposing structure here in Ballina.
It is, of course, yeah. I suppose it's our big landmark in Ballina, St. Murich's Cathedral here.
Right, okay.
Any postcards you ever see from Ballina or any shots, the cathedral is always included, and it's only after being renovated as well, so looking beautiful.
And a great location too here on the River Moy.
It's right here on the River Moy. You can see all the lads in there fishing and up the river, but yeah, it's well located, surely.
Obviously, Gerry, through the years you played with some of the queens of Irish country music as well.
Yeah, I've been very lucky. The first job that I ever got after I left school was touring with Sandy Kelly as their lead guitar player, and it brought me on. From that day to this, I've never done anything else really for a living. And it brought me on to other jobs and other opportunities, including one of our other queens, the great Louise Morrison.
Brilliant,
you know, and that kind of experience, you know, you can't put a price on.
And it's great to see some of the new ladies breathing some new life too into the Irish country music scene. Of course, Cleona Hagan from County Tyrone is one of those ladies.
She is, yeah. Herself, along with Lisa, they've made huge impressions from the female side of things in the country music scene, and Cleona's making, you know, she's making huge tracks. It's great to see it.
Well, this is her debut video here on Ireland's Country. Cleona, We're All Gonna Die Someday, here on Ireland's Country.
Mama's on pills, daddy's over the hill, but we're all gonna die someday. Well, it hurts down here on earth, oh Lord, it hurts down here on earth. It hurts down here 'cause we're running out of beer, but we're all gonna die someday. We're all gonna die someday, Lord, we're all gonna die someday. Mama's on pills, daddy's over the hill, but we're all gonna die someday. Jenny gets sad 'cause she can't get laid, but we're all gonna die someday. Yeah, we're all gonna die someday, Lord, we're all gonna die someday. Mama's on pills, daddy's over the hill, but we're all gonna die someday. Mama's on pills, daddy's over the hill, but we're all gonna die someday. We're all gonna die someday, Lord, we're all gonna die someday. Mama's on pills, daddy's over the hill, but we're all gonna die someday. Yeah, we're all gonna die someday, Lord, we're all gonna die someday. Mama's on pills, daddy's over the hill, but we're all gonna die someday. Mama's on pills, daddy's over the hill, but we're all gonna die someday.
That was Cleona there on Ireland's Country. Gerry, where have you brought us to now?
Well, as you can see behind us here, we've got Ballina Castle in the background. Beautiful place. Another historical building that we're lucky to have in a stone throw of Ballina town.
And next up, another relation, Jason Moyles this time.
Yeah, this is his first venture on his own recording, and it's an old Charlie Pride song called The Happiness of Having You.
The sun comes up and throws its light into my window, catching me yawning. I persuade my eyes to open and begin to realize that day is dawning. Then I reach out and feel the warmth of you curled up beside me once again. It's the happiness of having you that makes my world a place worth living in. As I leave to go and face the care and worries of the world like heaven time and time again. It's the happiness of having you that makes my world a place worth living in. As the doors of darkness close upon a day that's been too long and too demanding, and I look into your gentle eyes and find them filled with love and understanding. That little tear of gladness finds its way up to the surface once again. It's the happiness of having you that makes my world a place worth living in. Yes, it's the happiness of having you that makes my world a place worth living in.
That was Jason Moyles here on Ireland's Country. Well, it's not every day you get to go down the woods with Gerry Guthrie. Gerry, we're in Ballina Woods here. It's a beautiful place, isn't it?
Sounds very bad, Brendan. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful here. It's fabulous, you know. And again, within a mile of the town, not even. And we have all this around us. I come down here regularly running and walking, and as you can see, it's unspoiled.
Yeah, the ducks are having a field day over here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, obviously sourcing songs is a very important thing for guys like you as well. And do you get any help with that?
I do, yeah. I'm lucky enough, as we mentioned Henry McMahon earlier on. Henry is one of our foremost songwriters in the country. It's as simple as that. He's one of the best, if not the best. But along with that, he can pick a great old song, you know. Yeah. And the next song that you're going to play is one that he had said to me a while back, put that on your list of songs to do. I think it'll be a good one. And he was right. It's probably our biggest song to date, really.
Brilliant. And it dates back to the 1940s or something,
yeah,
is it?
Jimmy Martin, I think, was the original 44, and then it was recorded by Jim Reeves as the years went on, and I was lucky enough to get my hands on it and ruin it at the end of it.
Come on now. It's a great video. Here's Gerry with There's a New Moon Over My Shoulder here on Ireland's Country.
There's a new moon over my shoulder, and an old love still in my heart. I remember, now that I'm older, what you told me the day we had to part. You promised with the new moon you'd be coming back to me, but many moons have passed since then. I've waited patiently. There's a new moon over my shoulder, and an old love still in my heart. Now I'm wishing I had been bolder, then perhaps we would not be so far apart. You promised you would write me, but so far there's not a line. But still I wait and make believe someday you'll be mine. There's a new moon over my shoulder, and an old love still in my heart. You promised with the new moon you'd be coming back to me, but many moons have passed since then. I've waited patiently. There's a new moon over my shoulder, and an old love still in my heart. I remember, now that I'm older, what you told me the day we had to part. You promised with the new moon you'd be coming back to me, but many moons have passed since then. I've waited patiently. There's a new moon over my shoulder, and an old love still in my heart.
Welcome back to part 4 of today's Ireland's Country from beautiful Ballina. Of course, my guest presenter today is Gerry Guthrie. And Gerry, It's a great place.
Isn't it?
It's lovely here.
Loads to see around.
We're here,
Ballina.
right here on the banks of the River Moy, and it must have been beautiful growing up around here.
Yeah, I suppose you take it for granted by times because you're looking at it every day of the week, but we are really, really lucky to have it.
Yeah. This next guy, I know you're a great time for a fella from County Derry called Brendan Quinn.
Absolutely. Another man that, along with the Ray Lynhams and, a lot of our other country legends, he's someone that's looked up to by everybody that sings country music and that loves it. And I was lucky enough to get to record a few duets with him, which was really a dream come true. I did a show along with him and we recorded some stuff off it, and I'm a huge fan of Brendan Quinn.
And here he is. Brendan Quinn feels like home here on Ireland's Country.
There's something in your eyes makes me wanna lose myself. Makes me wanna lose myself in your arms. There's something in your voice makes my heart beat fast. I hope this feeling lasts for the rest of my life. If you knew how lonely my life has been and how low I've felt for so long. If you knew how I wanted someone to come along and change my life the way that you've done. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I come from. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I belong. A window breaks down a long dark street, and a siren wails in the night. But that's alright, 'cause I've got you here with me, and I can almost see through the dark. There's light. If you knew how much this moment means to me, and how long I've waited for your touch. If you knew how happy you are making me, I never thought I'd love anyone so much. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I come from. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I belong. Feels like I'm all the way back where I belong.
Well, we started the programme over on the slipway on the far side of the River Moy. We've made our way around here, full circle around Ballina. And Gerry, you're a pure natural. Thanks indeed for having us in Ballina and for showing us around as well.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed our small trip around Ballina. It was a quick one. There's loads to see here, so I hope people come and see what's around the town.
We'll have to do it again sometime.
Absolutely. I'd be delighted to do it anytime.
Yeah, plans for the future?
We've got loads of stuff coming up over the next few months. We're busy. We're trying to get a DVD finished off.
Right.
The new Moon album is still flying, but we've already started working on new stuff. It's all there on the website. We've got the website, www.gerryguthrie.ie. If you Google it, you get all the information. It'll take you straight to the record store and all our listed dates of what's happening.
That's brilliant. And you've got your latest release out, which is a great one as well.
Yeah, it's a song that I was lucky enough to come upon an old Fats Domino song.
All right.
It's called Little Country Boy, and we give it a bit of the brass again, and you know, that dancing tempo, and it's working really well.
Right.
It's a treat for us, you know.
Well, Ballina boy, Gerry Guthrie, thanks indeed for joining us
Thanks,
on Ireland's
Brendan. Thanks
Country.
for coming.
Have you heard the story of a little country boy? He was always happy and full of joy. There's nothing in this world that he's thinking of. All he really cares for is the one he loves. And the moon above, stars above, heaven above, that is all he's thinking of. Have you heard the story of a little country girl? She was always happy in her country world. All she ever wanted to fill her heart with joy was to meet and fall in love with a little country boy. And the moon above, stars above, heaven above, that is all he's thinking of. Now you've heard my story, darling, can't you see that the little country boy happens to be me? On the day she met him, all her dreams came true. That's the day she told him that she loved him too. Now you've heard my story, darling, can't you see that the little country boy happens to be me? And the moon above, stars above, heaven above, that is all he's thinking of. Now you've heard my story, darling, can't you see that the little country boy happens to be me?
Ireland's Country is brought to you by enjoytravel.co.uk. Music and dancing holidays.